Shri Gurupyo Namaha. Welcome back to the online class on Python libraries. It is a continuation of previous videos. The last class we have seen how to import a Python modules, and that are of three types. What are they? The first one, it's going to be importing the entire model. So we will import the entire model. What all the functions or the constants which is available in the model will be imported, and we'll be using whichever it is necessary for us using the dot notation. The second one is going to be importing the selected object alone. So whichever the object is necessary in that particular model, that particular object alone will be imported. That is of the second type. Today, we are going to continue with the third type. Third type is similar to the first one. We will import all the objects from the module, but without the dot notation, we'll be using this particular module. Get into the third type of importing a model. From model import asterisk symbol. This is going to be the third type of importing a model here. In this model, when we need to import all the items from a model, and when we don't want to prefix the model name each and every time, we follow this particular type of a model. Let's first see an syntax of this particular type. Syntax of this particular type is from model name import and an asterisk symbol. So this is going to be a syntax of this particular type. Example for this, let us try to import a math model here. So example, I have given it as from math import and an asterisk symbol. So what does it mean? It means from the definition that all the items or objects available in the model has been imported to our program, and I can use all the items available in the model without prefixing the model name. Let's see with a few examples comparing with the other two types of importing a model. First, we will compare with the from model import function. In this particular type of importing a model, you will be able to import only a one particular function which we require to add it to your program. So that particular function or node can be used without prefixing by the model name. Let us see an example for this. Just look into the model which we have imported from math import square root. So I need only the square root function to be imported to my program. When I try to print the square root of number 25, it will be giving me an output as 5.0. Look into the other next example. I have imported only the square root function, and when I try to use the log function from the math model, it gives me an error because that particular function is not being imported to your particular program. So this is how when we use, instead of this particular a particular function known, when we give an asterisk symbol, we will be able to access all the function without prefixing the model name before that. Let us take the same example and see how it works with the third type of importing a model, that is from module import an asterisk symbol here. As you all aware that this particular model will be importing all the functions which is available in your model, and you need not prefix the model name for the particular function, or you did not use dot notation for this particular type. Let us see an example. From math import asterisk symbol, and you have two print statement, printing the square root of 25 and printing this logarithm to the base 10 of 100, which gives me a result as 5.0 and 2.0 respectively. So it means that you can see that I have not used any prefix of my model, that is math. And one more example or one more way of solving this particular problem is that you can even use the second type of importing a model, that is the from the model name import and the function names. That's going to be the second type of importing a model here. See, I've just given a example here from math import square root and logarithm to the base 10. So only these two functions are required for my program, and I have imported it and I can use it. And this is also a solution for the problem which you have faced already. And already you are aware that we will be able to import more than one model to my program. We have already seen an example with an example in the second video that you can use import the modules, what are the models you want, separated by a commas, which can be your very first line of a program. So you know what are the models which will be required for your program to execute. You can add that particular statement as the first line of your program. So that's how here, there I have added the different model required for me. Here I have added the different functions which is required for my program. Is processing of import model command. As soon as you import a model to your program, Python internally does a series of steps. In this particular topic, we are going to discuss about the internal processing of import statements. Before getting into the process of import model command, let us first understand the word namespace. When I say a word namespace, a space that holds a bunch of names is going to be called as a namespace. Consider a real-time example. Consider that in a particular school, a Vidyalaya school, a CCEA competition is to be held where classes 10, 11 and 12 can participate, and there is a similar name in each standard. That is, there is a name called Puja which is available in 10th, 11th as well as 12th. There is absolutely going to be a no confusion until then the competition to be held class wise 10, 11 and 12. When the competition is to be held for all 10 and 11 and 12, referring or calling that particular child or a student Puja, it's going to be a great confusion. So we need to qualify the name as 10th Puja, 11th standard Puja and 12th standard Puja and so on. Here from the previous example that class 10, 11 and 12 has its own namespace. To refer the name in a namespace, you have to prefix the namespace before the name. Let us see how the Python refers namespace. Namespace can be thought as an named environment holding logical group of related objects. So in the previous example, we had a students as a related object in a logical group. Now, Python, how does it create a namespace? Whatever the name of the model will be the name of the namespace. Suppose if area is your model name, area will be the name of your namespace. And similarly, as we had an example here, when two namespaces come together, similarly, when two namespaces come together to resolve a kind of an object or to resolve a confusion, we use the model name dot the object name. So this is how the namespace will be explained in Python. After understanding a word namespace, let us get into the processing of import model. This import model statement will be interpreted and executed by Python and creates a namespace similar to that of a model name. Suppose if the model name is going to be area, the namespace name will be also an area, and in that particular namespace, defined variables and the functions will be available for a program to execute. Now, how to use this particular function? So this particular function can be used using a dot notation. So if the area is going to be a model and area underscore circle is going to be a function, I'll be referring it as area dot area underscore circle for the area of a circle. So this is how import model, that is the first type of import model statement, will be executed or processed in Python. Processing of from model import object type. In this particular type, you know very well that the required object, that's a function, will be imported to your particular program here. Keeping in that mind, let's execute that. Similar to the import model type, here also the statement is being interrupted and executed. Unlike the previous one, here no new namespace will be created. Only the asked function and the variables will be available in the current namespace. And that's why without the qualifying the model name, we will be able to access the function. Once again, I repeat, no new namespace will be created. Only the required function and variable will be available in the current namespace, and that's why no qualifying model name or prefixed by a model name is required for executing a particular function. An example is being given. It's going to be a familiar example for you. And one more thing to be noted here is if a same function name is available in the current namespace, the local function will be hiding the imported models function. So this is to be noted. And the next one is the similar process will be held for from math import asterisk symbol type of importing model also. For the better understanding of namespace and to show you the difference between import module and from module import command, a pictorial representation has been given here. The first column reports the import math and the second one from math imports sqrt. That's a square root function. Let's first see the import math module. As I told you, a namespace has been created with all the functions available here. I've shown only two functions here, log10 and sqrt. This particular model's namespace will have all the defined variables and the function available in the math module. And the current namespace represents the original program's namespace, where it has only sqrt, which has been required for the program. Coming to the next column, that is a from math import sqrt. As I told you, no namespace will be created. The imported object, that is the sqrt, will be just added to the current namespace, which is nothing but the program's original namespace. So this is how the both the import model and from model import command differs. This session we'll have a small recap. Now you will be able to answer how these statements differ. An import x from x import asterisk symbol from x import a comma b comma c. What is the dot notation of referring to an object inside a model? Why should the from model import object statement be avoided to import object? Define namespace. These are the few questions you will be able to answer now. Thank you.